Alright, gang, so I'm going to try to keep this week's video short and sweet so we could just kind of get to the point and be as concise as possible about this first week's expectations for 1102, the Composition and Literature course. We're finishing up Comp 1, Composition and Rhetoric, so you guys have turned in your research essays, the MLA research essay, and that is based on the argumentative and persuasive essay. So I'm going to grade that. I hope to do it before the 2-week limit. Usually it's customary to allow 2 weeks for essay turnaround time. For this one, I'm going to try to make it within a week, simply because the course module is going to close. I was able to get IT to keep it open until the 22nd, I think, is the latest that they can keep it open. So I'll do my best to get them graded and return back to you hopefully by the weekend. And that way you guys can go in and actually look at the rubric and see your score as it is attached to and generated by the rubric. But if not, you guys will get your grades within the 2-week time limit. And if you have anything specific you want to ask me about, I'm happy to let you guys know, if you want more details on how or why you did what you did, or how you did how you did on your final essay. I'm happy to answer that for you to the best that I can. So that still needs to be graded for 1101, the research essay and the discussion board that was due last Wednesday, where you guys talked to each other about your research experiences and all that. So I'm going to get to that definitely first thing this week. That's my first order of business, probably Monday morning, the 15th. As you guys are looking at this video, I'll probably be getting those discussion boards graded. So your grade, as it currently stands in 1101, might go up or down a little bit, relative to how you guys do in those final 2 assignments. But I want to put that behind us now and get on to 1102. We're going to start off right away in the point of view chapter. And if you guys want, you could read the beginning chapters about reading a short story and what is fiction in backpack literature. Again, let me just remind you all, that is this text right here. Okay. So again, it's recommended that you read the introductory chapters. You don't have to read the stories necessarily, the fables and fairy tale excerpts that are in that very first part, nor do you have to read the John Updike short story A and P for the plot section. But it is good to read, I would say, the introductory material to those sections. Just to kind of get acquainted with how to go about reading short stories and fiction in general. And that's our first part of the course. We are reading short stories and answering questions at the end of each story. So that's what we're going to do for this week. It is a Eudora Welty short story, Why I Live at the P.O., about a character who lives at the post office. That's about 10 pages long, roughly, so it's probably one of the longer stories we're going to read right out of the gate. That, and then I'm going to assign a discussion forum this Wednesday based on the Edgar Allan Poe short story, The Telltale Heart. Okay, and I will have instructions on Wednesday of how we're going to go about engaging with each other in the discussion forum on that short story. So you have 2 stories to read for this week, Eudora Welty, Why I Live at the P.O., and then Edgar Allan Poe's The Telltale Heart. The first of the 2 stories, you're going to have questions that will be submitted in the Dropbox in Blackboard. The second short story, as I said, will have a discussion forum posted Wednesday. About other things we're going to do in this course, you're going to have 2 analysis papers and then a final research essay. So analysis paper 1 is going to be at week 3. That's when it'll be assigned, and that is going to be on Virginia Woolf's A Haunted House. Okay, and then the poetry analysis, which is going to be week 6, is going to be on, here he is again, Edgar Allan Poe's Annabel Lee. And then finally, the final assignment in this course is going to be on a scene from Christopher Marlowe's play, The Sad History of Dr. Faustus. Okay, that's a really interesting play. Marlowe wrote around Shakespeare's time, a little earlier actually. And this play is about making a deal with the devil, selling your soul with the devil for ultimate knowledge or ultimate power, and the consequences that ensue. So, you guys might be detecting a theme here. First analysis assignment at week 3, the short story A Haunted House. Week 6, Edgar Allan Poe. And finally, a play about making a deal with the devil. It's October, and it's almost Halloween, my favorite time of the year. So I do try to tailor these things around some of the more, I don't know if I want to say creepy or not. Perhaps creepy isn't the word. But I also really like stories, poems, plays that have to do with morality, life and death, love, relationships, stuff like that. So those 3 analysis assignments are very much tailored to each of those aspects in some way. So that's kind of what you could expect. The syllabus, you can go ahead and look at the syllabus, is now up, and you'll see how we kind of operate. We're basically reading stories, reading poems, and reading a portion of a play. Now, speaking of a portion of that play, Dr. Faustus, it's recommended that you read the entire play, and this isn't until the end of the term when we have to read this play. I will give you guys access to the full play, but just keep in mind our research is going to be tailored towards that one scene, which is in our course text. I believe it's Act 2, Scene 1 of Christopher Marlowe's Dr. Faustus. Okay, but that's not until the end of the term. But I just kind of want to get your feet wet, get your gears turning, get your mind working with what we have at the end of the course. So, reading the 2 short stories this week, looking out for your final grades for 1101, and I wish you all the best. Good luck on closing out 1101, and here we are officially now at 1102. Let's get ready to read, to analyze, to think critically, and to do a bang-up job on the second quarter of the semester. All right, everybody. Mr. Volpe signing out here. Have a wonderful week ahead. See y'all later.